The work I've got in Melbourne Now is called Shh, Men at Work. It's a continuation of a series of work based on my studio practice. I draw from mainly the 70s in the north of England, where it's a moment in time when I suppose I first went to art college, and in a way we were taught how to weld. It was hardcore modernism. Yet, you had Benny Hill on the TV, you had all the clubs and the night scenes in Manchester. In the 70s, that's the undertone of all humour, even going to clubs. There was mooning, flashing, all these weird body exposing that was going on in the 70s, and it was quite free and liberating in lots of ways. Even when you look at the 70s films and the natural woman, you actually see pear shapes, all the different breasts of different sizes, the movement and how we supported our bodies with clothing is completely freed up. Now we've got plastic surgery. Everybody is formatted. Language is kind of how we communicate as well. Institutionally, you have to be very PC. And so even though it was very liberating in some ways, it was quite dark in another. So I don't know. I don't want to be nostalgic about it, because there were unpretty elements, but it was very liberating. We had a really great, healthy underground music scene, and we'd just drive into Manchester, and it was all experimental, and there was hardly anybody in these clubs. That was what was fantastic about it. Sometimes there'd be 10 people, and you'd be seeing something and experiencing something, and you don't realise that everyone goes, "Oh, were you there at this time?" And actually, at the time, it didn't mean anything. I draw from all of that, and especially the first time you experience something. So, it's the first time you experience something is you kind of store it, and you don't really know. You can be told how to experience something, but until you actually experience something, it's all. It's all hearsay. So it's about that moment when you experience something first. The environment that you place your work is really important, how it reflects back onto the work. And putting it into the NGV, it wasn't finished. There's still pieces that are going in, so you don't know what those other dialogues are how they're going to affect or how it reads the work. But that's quite exciting. I suppose when you take the work out of the studio as well, it's like it's finished. Taking it out of the studio and placing it, saying this is a piece of artwork, this is a finished piece of artwork. And in a way, I don't think that. I think that there's constant changes and conversations that can go on with just one piece or one scenario or one interaction. So that's why maybe it's that I don't want to actually finish it. And putting it out there in space is so finite. And I think that's why sometimes I use quite ephemeral materials, because again it changes because it's not permanent. I think I would like to push beyond that now. I've kind of used clay or tacked on really badly fastened pieces for quite a while now, and I think I'd like to push beyond that and maybe be a bit bolder and say, yeah, this is finished. Perfection's boring, it really is boring, and you want to see people's not I don't mean insecurities, but you want to see their vulnerabilities because it makes them human.